Hi, Bree. Happy Wednesday. Brooke is sleeping here next to me, Miss Sleepy Butt. But I just wanted to say I completely agree with your perspectives. And I have to say that I know we talked about how we didn't want to be, the typical mommy where we wear sweats and we tie our hair up in ponytails. And, you know, I think the typical mommy is just what you do when you have no energy and you are just tired and you're just taking care of the baby and you forget about yourself. So I've taken some steps to take some more care of myself, and I'm hoping that I can crawl out of that mommy thing. Um, so I just wanted to make some statements about some stuff that you as a mommy you forget, or they don't tell you, or you're like, what the hell? Because I know that you and I have done it before where we've messaged each other or texted each other and we're like, oh my god, this just happened. Did that happen to you? And we've done it since we were pregnant, and we've done it since the babies were born. And I just want to say, some things to other moms just in case, they are like, what the hell? Um, the first thing I have to say is a weird quirk is that your baby initially has two, you see that? Two scars for their belly button. They have the first one, which is the the umbilical cord that falls off, and then after that falls off, they actually have a second scar or like a scab underneath that, and that sits over the top of their belly button. And I freaked out because she bled a little bit when the first one fell off, and it turns out that that is completely normal. It took a lot of research to figure that out, and I remember asking you the same thing. Um, so yeah, two scabs for the umbilical cord. Nobody ever told me that. Colic is actually really, really, really common. I thought it wasn't. I thought, I broke my baby. And while we're talking about colic, let's cover some facts with colic about how I survived colic. I'll give you five brief ones for other mommies out there. A good pacifier, the one from the hospital is her favorite, and it's my favorite as well. If you choose to pacify your baby, I know it's a natural soothing comfort thing, so it might help a lot. A good swaddle. If you don't know how to swaddle, it's actually super easy. It's like a burrito roll essentially. A good burp. I prefer the sitting up burp where you pat their back versus the over the shoulder burp. A good bath at night, a nice warm bath. Just make sure it's not too hot. I use the tip of my wrist to make sure the temperature is the right temperature, and a good attitude. And I say that, and I don't mean it in a mean way. I just mean that you are going to think you're losing your mind. You're gonna want to pull your hair out. You're gonna cry, and that's completely okay. But just remember that it's probably hurting them as much as it is that you, because colic I find is related to gas. So if you give them gas drops or something like that, it'll help. But just to step away if you have to. Put them down in their swing or put them in their crib or whatever, and make sure they're safe. And then take a minute to yourself. And I would say those are the biggest things that help me survive my colicky baby. And it doesn't last forever. Just remember that. Um, Another one I wanted to talk about because it scared the crap out of me to the point where I made a doctor's appointment about it and I felt stupid afterwards, is a blocked tear duct. That I guess is extremely common, which I never realized, but it really is. Basically, when babies are born, they get like a clogged tear duct somehow, and they have to unclog it. So they get what like goopies in their eye, like when you wake up from bed, and they look like they have pink eye, and it's terrible because their eyes will be like sealed shut one morning, and it's completely normal. Just wipe them off with a warm rag and keep up with it. If it gets worse, you may have to put them on antibiotics. But mine was really bad, and my doctor suggested not even doing that, just kind of letting it handle itself, and it literally went away overnight, one day. So, those are just odd things. Another odd thing I know at being a mom, and I know you and I have like what the hell at the same time. Your baby will poop. the minute you put on a new diaper. Not all the time, but a good chunk of the time. You decide you want to, it's time to change the diaper and they haven't pooped today and you're starting to worry and, oh my God, my baby hasn't pooped. Is he okay? And they put on a diaper and your baby poops. Brooke is a pro at that. She likes to laugh at me now. Well, she does the walrus like seal laugh where she does that thing where she doesn't really laugh, but she's laughing at me. So yeah, there's that. And let's see. I'll check my little list. Um, they drool before they teeth. It's the craziest thing in the world. They start drooling around 2 months, and it's just odd. They just start drooling, and they drool, and they drool, and they drool, and you end up having to wash clothes a ton more. Um, They are always, this is the biggest thing in the world. I hate my baby being hungry when I can't help her. And they always are hungry at the most inconvenient times. I will take her to go see, my fiance at work, and she'll be sleeping or she'll be happy go lucky. And literally the minute I pull away, she is freaking out because all of a sudden she is starving and I can't do anything. So I have to listen to her scream on my way home. I was like, why does nobody tell you this? You pack bottles just in case, but you can't give it to them because the just in case is always when it's inconvenient. So there is that. I really think that's it. If you have any more, throw them out there, Brie. I know you probably have just as many as what the fuck says I do. Pardon my language. What the heck says I do. So just throw them out there, and I'm sure other moms will love it. Anyways, I'll see you on Saturday, and we'll see, hopefully, Miss Brooke next time. There she is, sleeping away. And we'll see you on Saturday, Bree. Looking forward to it. Bye.